Hey, Dad, if you're over 60 and wincing every time you get out of your chair, listen up, this isn't just old age creeping in. That nagging back pain stealing your golf swing or making you dread bending down for your grandkids. It's not something you have to live with forever. I know you're tough, you've worked hard, carried heavy loads, maybe even ignored the pain for years. But what if I told you that 3 simple changes could ease that ache and get you moving like you used to? I'm not talking about pills or surgeries, just small, doable tweaks to what you're eating and how you're moving. I care about you getting your life back, and I bet you do too. Stick with me for a few minutes, and I'll share fixes that actually work, backed by science, not guesses. Let's get you feeling stronger, starting today. Picture this. It's morning and you're lying in bed, knowing the moment you swing your legs over the side, that sharp twinge in your lower back is going to hit. You brace yourself, grit your teeth, and stand up anyway, because that's what you've always done. Or maybe you're at the park with your grandkids, watching them run around, wishing you could join in without feeling like your spine's about to betray you. If you're over 60, this probably sounds all too familiar. Back pain isn't just a nuisance, it's a thief. It steals your energy, your confidence, and those moments you want to savor, like tossing a ball with your grandson or just walking to the mailbox without pausing to stretch. I get it. You've spent decades working hard. Maybe you were a mechanic, a teacher, or a guy who built things with your hands. Your body's taken a beating. Those long hours lifting, sitting at a desk, or even just the stress of life have added up. Now, your back feels like it's got a mind of its own. One day it's fine. The next it's screaming. You've tried the heating pads, the occasional ibuprofen, maybe even a chiropractor visit or two. But the pain keeps coming back, and it's frustrating. You're not alone. Studies show over 60% of people over 60 deal with chronic back pain, and most chalk it up to getting old. But here's the truth. It's not just age. It's inflammation, wear and tear, and sometimes the food you're eating that's making things worse. Think about your daily routine. Maybe you're struggling to climb the stairs without gripping the railing like it's a lifeline. Or getting up from the couch feels like a full-body workout. You might notice your hands stiffening up too, making it harder to open jars or grip your tools. These aren't random. They're signs your body's sending you. It's like a car with a warning light flashing, begging for a tune-up. And the worst part? You might feel like you're letting people down. You want to be the strong guy who fixes things, who's always there for his family. But when your back's acting up, it's hard to be that guy. I've talked to men just like you, guys like my uncle, who's 68 and used to hike every weekend until his back started slowing him down. He'd say, it's just what happens when you get old, but deep down, he hated it. He missed feeling capable. Or take my neighbor, Tom, who's 72. He'd wince every time he bent down to tie his shoes, but he'd laugh it off, saying, this is what 70 looks like. Sound familiar? It's not just you. It's millions of men who've earned every gray hair, but don't deserve the pain that comes with it. The good news? You don't have to accept this as your new normal. Your back pain isn't a life sentence. It's not about being weak or too old. It's about small things like what you're eating or how you're sitting that are quietly making things worse. And the best part? You can change them. You don't need to be a fitness guru or overhaul your life. You just need a few practical fixes that fit into your day, like swapping out one food for another or doing a quick stretch while you're watching the game. I'm going to walk you through 3 simple changes that can make a real difference, not just for your back, but for how you feel every day. This isn't about quick fixes or miracle cures. It's about giving your body the support it's been asking for. Let's be real. It's not just about the pain. It's about what the pain's taking away. Those moments when you have to say no to a fishing trip because you're worried your back won't hold up. Or when you skip the family barbecue because sitting too long makes you stiff. You deserve to enjoy those moments again. You've earned the right to move without wincing, to feel strong in your own skin. So let's dive into the 3 fixes that can help you get there. They're simple, they're backed by science, and they're designed for guys like you, guys who want to keep going, no matter what age their driver's license says. Let's get to the good stuff. 3 practical, no-nonsense fixes to ease your back pain. These aren't complicated or expensive. They're things you can start today, right in your own kitchen or living room. Each one comes with what to avoid, what to do instead, and why it works, explained in plain English. Think of your back like an old truck. It's still got plenty of miles left, but it needs the right fuel and care to keep running smoothly. What to avoid? Sugary snacks like donuts, soda, or even those healthy granola bars loaded with hidden sugars. These foods are like pouring gasoline on a fire. They spike inflammation in your body, making your joints and back ache more. Processed foods like white bread, chips, and fast food burgers are just as bad. They're packed with refined carbs and trans fats that irritate your system. What to eat instead? Swap those snacks for anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish, salmon, mackerel or sardines, berries, blueberries, strawberries, and leafy greens, spinach, kale. Try a handful of walnuts or almonds instead of chips. For breakfast, skip the sugary cereal and go for oatmeal with a sprinkle of cinnamon and some fresh fruit. If you love your coffee, keep it. Just skip the sugary creamer. Why it works? Inflammation is like rust in your joints. It makes everything creak and groan. Sugary and processed foods trigger your body to release chemicals called cytokines, which ramp up inflammation. Anti-inflammatory foods, on the other hand, are like oil for those rusty hinges. Omega-3s in fish and antioxidants in berries calm the inflammation, reducing the pressure on your spine. A 2018 study in the Journal of Pain Research found that diets rich in omega-3s and low in sugar cut chronic pain by up to 30% in older adults. It's not about becoming a health nut, just small swaps that add up. How to start? Next time you're at the store, grab a can of sardines or a bag of frozen berries. They're cheap, easy to store, and versatile. Toss some spinach into your eggs or blend berries into a smoothie. Start with one meal a day. It's like giving your back a daily dose of relief. What to avoid? Sitting for hours in that old recliner or at the kitchen table. It's tempting to stay put, especially when your back hurts, but sitting too long is like letting your joints freeze up. It tightens your hips, weakens your core, and puts extra pressure on your spine. What to do instead? Add gentle movement to your day, like a 10-minute walk around the block or simple stretches while watching TV. Try the cat-cow stretch. Get on your hands and knees, arch your back up like a cat, then dip it down like a cow. Do it for 1 to 2 minutes. Or stand up every 30 minutes and do a quick shoulder roll or twist. If you're up for it, a chair yoga class, even online, can work wonders. Why it works? Your spine is like a stack of blocks. It needs movement to stay aligned and lubricated. Sitting too long compresses the discs in your spine, making them stiff and sore. Gentle movement keeps the synovial fluid, your body's natural joint lube, flowing. A 2020 study in arthritis care and research showed that just 10 minutes of daily low-impact movement reduced back pain by 25% in seniors. It's not about running marathons, it's about keeping things loose. How to start? Set a timer on your phone to stand up every 30 minutes. Walk to the end of your driveway and back. Or do the cat-cow stretch during a commercial break. It's small, but it's like giving your back a daily tune-up. What to avoid? Heavy lifting or twisting motions, like shoveling snow or carrying heavy grocery bags without supporting your core. These moves strain your lower back, especially if your core muscles are weak. Even daily tasks like vacuuming can aggravate things if you're not careful. What to do instead? Focus on gentle core exercises, like the dead bug. Lie on your back, arms and knees up, and slowly lower one arm and the opposite leg, keeping your back flat. Do 5 to 10 reps, or try a seated core exercise. Sit tall, tighten your belly like you're bracing for a punch, hold for 5 seconds, and release. Aim for 10 reps. These build the muscles that support your spine. Why it works? Your core is like the scaffolding around a building. It holds everything in place. Weak core muscles force your back to do all the work, leading to strain. Strengthening your core stabilizes your spine, reducing pain. A 2019 study in the Spine Journal found that core exercises cut lower back pain by 40% in older adults after just 8 weeks. How to start? Try the dead bug or seated core exercise once a day, even for 5 minutes. No gym needed, just a chair or your living room floor. It's like reinforcing the foundation of your house. These 3 fixes, better food, smarter movement, and a stronger core, are your toolkit for fighting back pain. They're not flashy, but they work because they address the root causes, not just the symptoms. Let's dive a bit deeper into why these changes matter and how they fit into your life. Now that you've got 3 solid fixes, let's break down why they work and add some extra tips to make them even easier. This isn't about throwing big words at you. It's about understanding what's happening in your body and how small changes can make a big difference. Think of this as the owner's manual for your back, written for a guy who just wants to feel better. Why inflammatory foods hurt your back? When you eat sugary snacks or processed foods, your body responds by releasing inflammatory chemicals like cytokines. These are like tiny sparks that ignite pain in your joints and muscles. Over time, chronic inflammation wears down the cartilage in your spine, making those discs less cushiony. It's like driving a car with worn-out shock absorbers. Every bump feels worse. Sugar also spikes your blood sugar, which can increase uric acid levels, adding to joint stiffness. A 2017 study in Scientific Reports linked high-sugar diets to worse outcomes in arthritis and back pain patients. Extra insight: you don't have to give up everything you love. If you're a sweets guy, try dark chocolate, 70% or higher, with a handful of almonds instead of a candy bar. For meals, batch cook a big pot of salmon and veggie stew. It's easy to reheat and packed with anti-inflammatory goodness. Eat your anti-inflammatory foods earlier in the day to keep inflammation low overnight. What's happening in your joints? Your spine is made up of vertebrae, bones, separated by discs that act like cushions. Over time, wear and tear, called osteoarthritis, thins those discs and inflammation makes it worse. When you sit too long, the muscles around your spine, like your hip flexors and hamstrings, tighten, pulling on your lower back. It's like a tug-of-war where your spine loses. Lack of movement also reduces blood flow to the area, starving your discs of nutrients. That's why gentle movement is so key. It's like watering a plant to keep it alive. A 2021 study in pain medicine found that low-impact activity increases blood flow to spinal discs, reducing pain by up to 20% in seniors. Extra insight: timing matters. Try your stretches or walks in the morning when your joints are stiffest. It's like warming up an engine before a drive. If you're new to movement, start with water exercises like pool walking. The water supports your weight, making it easier on your back. Why core strength matters? Your core muscles, abs, obliques, and lower back act like a natural brace for your spine. When they're weak, your spine takes all the strain, like a bridge with shaky supports. Aging naturally weakens these muscles, especially if you're less active. But even small exercises, like the dead bug, rebuild that support system. They also improve your posture, which takes pressure off your lower back. A 2020 Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy study showed that core training improved balance and reduced fall risk in seniors, alongside easing back pain. Extra insight: do your core exercises before dinner. It's a time when you're likely already up and moving. If you're worried about balance, do seated exercises or hold onto a sturdy chair. Consistency beats intensity. 5 minutes a day is better than an hour once a week. Bonus tips for easy wins. Hydration. Dehydrated discs lose their cushioning. Drink a glass of water every couple of hours. Think of it as oiling your joints. Add a slice of lemon for flavor if plain water's boring. Sleep position. If you sleep on your back, put a pillow under your knees to ease pressure on your spine. Side sleepers, tuck a pillow between your knees. It's like giving your back a restful hug. Heat therapy. A warm towel or heating pad for 15 minutes before bed can loosen tight muscles. It's like a warm bath for your back. Timing your meals. Eat your biggest anti-inflammatory meal, like salmon and greens, at lunch to give your body time to process the nutrients before evening stiffness sets in. These extras fit into your life without much hassle. They're like adding a few tools to your toolbox, small but powerful. You've got this, and I'm rooting for you. These 3 fixes, swapping out inflammatory foods, moving smarter, and strengthening your core, are small steps that can bring big relief. You don't need to overhaul your life. Just start with one change today, like a handful of berries instead of a cookie or a quick stretch during the news. Your back's been carrying you for years. Now it's time to give it some love. If this video helped you even a little, hit that like button and subscribe to keep learning simple ways to feel better. Drop a comment. Tell me what you're struggling with or what worked for you. Even if one person finds comfort from this, it was worth it. Share it with your dad, uncle, or grandfather. They deserve to move without pain too. Let's keep you strong for the moments that matter.